Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk true to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, Mayegun don't come. Him go torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, oh, yo. Mayegun don't come, oh, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo. Mayegun don't come, oh, yo. Mayegun don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo. Mayegun don't come, oh, yo. Mayegun diary politico, yo. Mayegun don't come, oh, yo. This one not the off in mind, oh, yo. Mayegun don't come, oh, yo. They touch like every corner. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Every day dollar just they get the higher power over Naira. See them talk say make we off mind. But thank God say Mayegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh, yo. Mayegun don't come, oh, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo. Mayegun don't come, oh, yo. Mayegun don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo. Mayegun don't come, oh, yo. Mayegun diary politico, oh, yo. Mayegun don't come, oh, yo. This one not the off in mind, oh, yo. Mayegun don't come, oh, yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that Mayegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say Mayegun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Woman picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say Mayegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh yo. Mayegun don't come, oh yo. My people make you shout, oh yo. Mayegun don't come, oh yo. Mayegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo. Mayegun don't come, oh yo. Mayegun diary politico, oh yo. Mayegun don't come, oh yo. This man not the off in mind. Mayegun la wa mo la mo do. Mayegun diary.
Hello there.
Hello, la mo do. Mayegun ti dé o, ọ̀rẹ́ ara
Good morning to you, good afternoon to you, good evening to you from wherever you are watching from. This is Mayegun live. Share the broadcast.
Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Bó bá ṣe eré, àní Mayegun máa wí. Ó sì tún ṣe eré, wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun diary politico. Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Mayegun diary.
Thank you so much for joining me from wherever you are joining us from. Share the broadcast, invite your friends, invite your not so friendly friends, and tell them that Mayegun today. Read the caption as well so that you can settle in properly.
Ani esulaki Mayegun today. Mayegun today. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú esulaki Mayegun today. Ani esulaki Mayegun today. Lórí Facebook Mayegun today. Ani esulaki.
This is 2021. Some people are already getting ready to kill themselves over 2023. And they don't even know whether there will be 2023. They don't even know if there's 2023, whether they will still be around. There's nobody here who can say for sure that we will still be around by tomorrow. Nobody. It is God who determines who will still be around by 2023. Somebody said to me, sir, who do you think should be president in 2023? I said, president of where? He said, president of Nigeria. How are you sure there will be Nigeria in 2023? How are you sure? Can you swear? I pray there will be, so don't misquote me. But are you sure? Are you sure?
That was a year ago when the Pastor Adeboye, Baba G.O. of a redemption camp, of Redeemed Christian Church of God, RCCG, when people were possibly pestering him to tell them, just his own opinion, he said, I can't give you my own opinion. But if you are asking for my own, for what God has told me, God didn't talk to me anymore concerning Nigeria. But we'll dig into that. What exactly did Pastor Adeboye, Baba Adeboye, said in his own words, just quickly?
Because as the text we'll be reading will tell you, he said, if there's a problem in the land, and we have problems in the land now, things seem to be getting funnier and funnier. If you don't learn to laugh in Nigeria now, you will develop hypertension. Whatever we've done wrong, particularly we Christians, that we haven't prayed enough. He said, if my people that are called by my name, my people called by my name, Christians, will humble themselves and pray. We are the ones asked to pray. Mercy, mercy, oh Lord, mercy. Mercy, that's just what we should be asking for. Because you know what's going on in our country? It doesn't even make sense anymore. Our Naira now is not, it's not even worth the paper it is printed on. And while people are hungry, trying to find enough money to buy bread to eat, our bosses are thinking of making the Naira more beautiful. Even if you can't buy bread, at least it will look beautiful. Oh Lord, have mercy. Do you know that up till now, and this is November, up till now, Daddy hasn't told me yet. Put the word yet, oh. Daddy hasn't told me yet that there's going to be an election next year. He hasn't told me yet.
Baba G.O. Thank you, sir. Even though we know that majority of you have realized that 2015 of APC, Egbekegbe is like going into the zoo and then picking up a lion, a baby, a lion, or let me say a cub, a baby lion. Groom it, feed it. And when it begins to feed on you and your children, the fear in the land, because you don't want to be the next to be feasted on, right? We know about that. Even if you speak in parable, if you speak in idioms, if you speak in what else? Proverbs, we get it. We say thank you for being able to actually say it exactly on that of your Naira, that it has become worthless. They can redesign it, they can make it beautiful, even if it cannot buy bread. But the part where Baba said he hasn't heard from Daddy, that is Baba God, or that there will even be an election, talk less of who is going to be your next president. Now that part, me, I won't try small explain to you tonight. What Baba Adeboye is telling you, or let me say, is indirectly telling you, is that Nigeria titan. Let somebody shout hallelujah. Nigeria is what? Done for. You know, there are some parameters. I don't know if I should use that, but let's use measurement. There are some measures that countries are rated on to determine whether it is a done country or about to be done. Before APC, Egbekegbe, under Goodluck Egbere, Jolantan, Nigeria was like done completely. And then when APC, Egbekegbe came in, then Nigeria is now completely done and forgone. How? When you talk about security, more than 2/3 of Nigeria currently is experiencing the worst of the worst form of terrorism. Be it from kidnapping for ransom, kidnapping for organ harvesting, and then the full-rage Fulani terrorism, as well as the full-rage ISWAP Boko Haram terrorism. And the advancement of this act all over the country will show you that what or where is left for these losers and criminals that they are still controlling, other than your mind, the minds of so many of you that are working according to their own workbook, by the way. Baba Adeboye knows that right now, Nigeria foreign reserve has been so depleted that they are so ashamed to even announce it anymore. Nigeria Naira, for the first time in history, crossed 1,000 Naira to £1 this afternoon. And it is not even December yet. A dollar has crossed over 900 Naira. In the last 3 days now, it is nearing 1,000 Naira. So $100 will become 100,000 Naira. 1,000 pounds will become 1 million Naira. Abi? Now, what does that mean? It simply means it's just a matter of time before you begin to see bag of Naira on the roadside. Guess what? You will see some. You look at the denomination. You'll be like, no, I don't want to carry any load. Now, you probably felt like That is impossible, right? Now you are nearing that. And everyone who is a businessman or a businesswoman who wants to be honest will do exactly what Babajio is doing. Very soon, your offerings in churches, your offerings in mosque, the money you give out and all that, when you give Naira to them, they will say, no, you should bring dollars. Do you understand what that means? I don't think you do. There's something called hyperinflation. It means that whatever you are facing right now, the Nigeria that is tough, everywhere is hard, we don't even know what to do. Who did we offend? And blah, 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 blah. Whatever you are experiencing right now, just think about it like in 5 folds. I'll give you an example, so that's a practical example. Right now, they say in Nigeria, less than, how should I put it? They say more than 98% to 99% of the population they don't have up to 100,000 Naira in their bank account or in their possession, 100,000 Naira. And now, what that means is that even if you are, for those who are saving, for those who don't say you do money ritual where you want to see 100,000 Naira in bank account in this Nigeria today. Now, whatever it takes you, okay, no, don't let us use that illustration. That is not so straight, right? Let's use this one. Presently, I'm talking to you. I'm not talking to all those pickpockets, political scavenger, political jobbers, depressed singers. So I'm talking to you who is watching me right now, and you are working out for your money. Like you work for your money, right? Now, let's put it this way, that whatever it takes you to make 100,000 Naira now, whatever effort, if it is so easy like that, just imagine having to work 5 times harder than what it takes you to get 100,000 Naira. Now, if you struggle to get 50,000 Naira as an individual, and you know what it takes, even if you are working or I don't know what you do, whatever you do that fetches you that 50,000 Naira. Now think about what it's going to be like to have to do times 5 of that. Now, that is not the heartbreaking part, but only to realize that the 50,000 Naira continue to lose value, right? As Naira continue to lose value, your 50,000 Naira, despite working 5 times harder, only worth 5 times lower. Imagine that heartbreak. Imagine that slavery. Imagine that frustration and what could probably happen. That's exactly where Nigeria is headed. Do you know why? Currently, they are running about, everybody is running about telling you everything you want to hear. We will do this, we will do that, blah, 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 blah. None of them has been able to clearly explain what and how they're going to get you out of this entire logjam. None. In fact, if any of them is even telling you anything right now, they are not, maybe they are not even close to me. I would say they are not even so near the intelligence of Mayegun. You can take that to the bank. You know why? If they are telling you right now that they will create jobs, they will do this, they will do that, without the real explanation of how, imagine what they will be able to explain to you in another 4-5 months, even to your election, to after it, if anything like that ever happened. Some of you don't have a clue what is still coming. Nigeria has completely nosedived, crashed for the past 4 years. Nigeria has been in a recession twice. These criminals cooked the figure. They came out and said, oh, Nigeria is out of recession. The economy is going to boom now. But 7 years of their reign, more people have lost their jobs. More businesses have lost their investments, right? While the criminals continue to print money to patch the shortages, the deficit, and the rest of all their failures. Now, they have so much money in circulation that they have lost count, they have lost trace, and they don't even know what to do anymore. And this is just November. By the time you get to December, you would have probably get used to exchanging a pound for 1,000 Naira. And then you probably will be happy. I don't know, maybe not happy. Okay, maybe not happy, okay? You probably will understand what they have in stock for you when you now have to walk out there and pay over 80,000 Naira for a bag of rice. You see that you're cooking gas, that some of you are tweeting and complaining, 8 kg, 10 kg, 5,000, 8,000, and all of that, yeah? You would have to go back and pick up a Diabacha stove. I'm talking about economic, this one is not going to be recession, economic depression, more than what you are currently experiencing. And none, not presently, Bokwari APC, according to them, you are now on your own. Whatever they say to you is just all talk. You know they don't give a damn anymore. Now, those who are saying they want to come and fix it, they are not saying how. Just the normal free talk. All talk, no action. So when Baba Adeboye said, are you sure there will be an election? Are you sure some of you are going to be patient enough till February before everything scatter? Wait, make another tip. Let Baba explain it in his words.
Because as the text we'll be reading will tell you, he said, if there's a problem in the land, and we have problems in the land now, things seem to be getting funnier and funnier. If you don't learn to laugh in Nigeria now, you will develop hypertension. Whatever we've done wrong, particularly we Christians, that we haven't prayed enough. He said, if my people that are called by my name, my people called by my name, Christians, will humble themselves and pray. We are the ones asked to pray. Mercy, mercy, oh Lord, mercy. Mercy, that's just what we should be asking for. Because you know what's going on in our country? It doesn't even make sense anymore. Our Naira now is not, it's not even worth the paper it is printed on. And while people are hungry, trying to find enough money to buy bread to eat, our bosses are thinking of making the Naira more beautiful. Even if you can't buy bread, at least it will look beautiful. Oh Lord, have mercy. Do you know that up till now, and this is November, up till now, Daddy hasn't told me yet. Put the word yet, oh. Daddy hasn't told me yet that there's going to be an election next year. He hasn't told me yet. We continue, of course, as if there's going to be. I'm saying that Adeboye, I'm not talking of other people. God has not told me yet. The yet must be capital. He may tell me tomorrow, I don't know, but as of this moment that I'm sitting before you, He hasn't told me yet whether or not there will be an election next year. And of course, as usual, anybody who comes to me and he says, pray for me, I pray for them. That's my duty. It's me. My duty is to pray. It's up to God to answer. I'm not trying to frighten you. I'm not telling you that I know something secret that you don't know. I'm not a prophet. I'm just a pastor. But I'm your pastor. I am your pastor. And we need to pray. We need to thank him for all he had done in the past. We need to apologize to him for all our failures. And then we need to cry to him for mercy.
Baba. How old is Baba Adeboye now, by the way? Baba Ogbon Sodiki. You know, when you are like, if I should speak my mind, there is no point in us going to do any election to elect and reactivate the tenure of the same rogues who brought us to this stage. You know, if Nigeria is working well, now all of us supposed to what? Enjoy it. Maybe as Nigeria no work, no be all of us they suffer them now. But the criminals who brought these sufferings upon us, their proxies, the godfathers, the money baggy, and all the cartel of criminals ruling and they're controlling every part of Nigeria. They did this to us. Now they are promising to get us out of it. From every part, everywhere, bars goes. If you turn here, they will say, we are coming to come and fix it. We are coming to come and help you. Nigeria is going to... But when you look at them, very well, you see them, they are the same people. Same people. That's why people like us just feel like it is a waste of time, even though as much as we are no longer interested in this type of arranged Nigeria controlled by the owners who just kind of pull us like their puppets and all that. So the only thing you haven't tried, or we haven't tried, is that we haven't tested the choice of doing our things our way like we used to do. You know what I'm saying? This is what we haven't tried. Since so many of you are not interested in this yet, that is why God, there are some of you always kind of dump all your hypocrisy on. The people who speak to that God. Baba Adeboye is one of the, if not the biggest in Nigeria or Africa. I'm not sure. But RCCG is one of the biggest Christian organization or church in the world. So you can imagine millions. We are talking about hundreds of millions of people who look up to that Baba Adeboye because they strongly believe he hears from God, because he preaches the word of God. And over time, those of us who know how Nigeria system have always been running, the relationship between politicians, pastors, politics, and the people, as much as it's a big business in Nigeria, there are people who genuinely believe Baba Adeboye as their spiritual leader. Now, if you are one of those who always feel like God knows best, God is going to this and that, God don't stop talking to Baba Adeboye about Nigeria. He may not say it directly to you. Or what God is telling Baba Adeboye, Baba Adeboye has told God that, listen, daddy, for the sake of your ministry, for this era, we cannot deliver such message. So because of that, every time everybody asked him to ask God, he said, well, God is no longer saying anything. Because if Baba Adeboye should come out clean, the way people like us would do, and without using the Sodiki, Ogbon, organize every other person otherwise. Here you get it. Baba Adeboye is like, okay, you know what? He is wise. But overwise. So he's using the Ogbon of, if you're overwise, you can lose everything. Or everything that Nigeria politicians, politics, policies of the politicians have shielded or given to you. You have to be wise. So let's say Baba is using wise or wisdom. Is using wisdom. Baba is wise. And Baba is asking God to go and give the message to other messengers, men of God, who are overwise to deliver them. So in a nutshell, right? If Baba was to deliver it exactly, Baba would tell you that, number one, God has told him that he didn't create Nigeria. Number two, God has told him that he never appointed anybody or make anybody your leader. Never. Nobody. Whether PDP, APC, anywhere where they come from, whoever who have been your leader, who is your leader in any part, you know how they got here, including killing some of you to get to where they got to. So Baba Adeboye would have said it clearly. I said, brethren, God told me that it never, ever in his life, that God never appointed any leader or make anybody any leader over you. The evil that men do, live with them and live after them. And the consequences of their evil will be the burden of their people who support them and those who don't even support them in that same contraption. That's number two. Number three, Baba Adeboye would have used, listening to God, he would have used the opportunity to tell you what he knows about the mindset of the people coming to him to pray to God. Because it's true. Right now, if you go to Redeemed Church, all your politicians are ritualists, the murderers, thieves, you will see them at the front row and go there for Redeemed Church. If you go to Baba Oyedepo Church, you will see all your own thieves there, from councillor to chairman, from chairman to assembly, assembly to rep, to senate, to governor, to the rest. Now them they there receiving blessing from the altar. So Baba would have said, my brethren, ijo irapada, redeem. You see that Sanwo-Oku of Lagos? This is his intention. This is waiting them come to me to come and to pray for them on. This is what they are covering. You see that one who done from Akwa Ibom. Now the waiting that one they do be this. The prayer we are doing for him. You see this one here and this one there. This one brought this. This one brought that. The money where they brought to God, now God get them all. All of you now. If you are expecting anything from them, now do you know how many of you at that point will suddenly receive a sort of a different, miraculous, eye-opening, sense-opening experience? Can you imagine that? Imagine that Baba Adeboye is not telling every one of you that, you see this place, that instead of you to be demanding, preparing to participate in fraudulent election of these guys, una suppose carry anything where you feel carry anything where Holy Spirit direct you to carry, and chase these people out of town and get your lives back. Now, and Baba know that if he say that, before he finish that sermon, you go see a helicopter, you go see armor tank. You will think they have just suddenly discovered Alaji Sheka alive again. So Baba said, I don't hear anything from God, though. But when he asked God that is there going to be election in 2023, God, no answer. What does that tell you? It simply means either what God is telling Baba is not what the policy and the politicians are going to be comfortable with. And if it should be so straightforward with it, now then you go no say Redeemed Church and all their affiliates, now then you go no say government, at least person with the government in this corrupt, lawless Nigeria, they can turn every Redeemed Church chapter all over Nigeria to where they sell books, bookshops, or turn everywhere, all your branches, all the, how many? 180,000, 200,000 branches. You can hear them, that's how lawless Nigeria is. Everything, they go change the name and turn on to Nigerian Ice Cream Company. So he knows that. Before God will deal with that person who do that, yeah? Before even you will then revolt or do anything, they will still do it. And you're going to know bond them well. Now, so you they talk. What do you know? So Baba Adeboye is playing smart. And at the same time, is giving you the hint that even if they push it, all pointers, for goodness sake, all pointers says that if nothing is done, seriously, if nothing is done between now and December, when I say nothing, or let me say, let's say if something is not done, put it that way. And when I say something, right, I'm talking about raw, real injection of cash, and this is not just cash, dollars, forex into your Nigerian economy. Oh, I don't know how to describe what you are likely going to experience by the end of December. But like Baba Adeboye said, I don't want to scare you. Let me tell you what they have done. You have so much Naira. Yeah, right now. So much. But you do, those who have to trade, to run business, run your economy and the rest of them, right? They don't have dollars. Do you know why? I posted something on Facebook earlier and I said, if the owners of money says it go better for APC, the owners of evening will disagree. It go say it no go better for them. You don't know what they have done to you, whether you are carrying brooms or they carry umbrella or whatever you are carrying about. Sometimes you should drop them and just listen. Maybe, just maybe, it will help you in understanding what you are up against, and maybe it will help you in dealing with it, like so many of us want to. What they have done to you in 7 years, they opened the floodgate of thieves who come into Nigeria, load your crude oil, and they take them out free of charge. It is called stolen crude oil. Now that is what Nigeria has been, Nigeria has been losing over 700,000 barrels every day until September 2022, when people started questioning them. What is going on? How could NNPC, that is selling Nigerian crude oil, how could they not have any money remitted to Nigeria? That is that's what Nigeria depends on. This is what the only thing that gives your Naira a tiny bit of floating, status, whereby it can be here, it can be down, it can be up, it can be down, than the spiral downward that is currently experiencing. Now, for the first time in Nigeria history, NNPC of Nigeria, they were selling your crude oil. And for 9 months, they remitted no single cent, not even $1. That gap is what is about to sink Nigeria now. Because this money ended up in the hands of those who have taken over the control of that sector, led by Bokwari himself. Since Nigeria is not producing anything, when cargo planes fly to Nigeria heavily, when they leave Nigeria, they leave empty-handed, nothing to take out. And for 7 years, just like everything they touched, died. Even export industry of Nigeria dwindled and they dead until the patch and fake figure they are releasing that are not really impactful, not showing in your lives, everyday lives. You know that. But whatever it is, by the time you get to December and the entire resources is depleted, like beyond remedy, economic woes alone are likely going to trigger an unrest that even these criminals, the way they have looted Nigeria, they won't even have enough resources to even defend themselves with what is coming too. A lot is coming. It's just that even your pastor knows that if you pray and pray with what they have so far, you just have no idea what is going to be. But for election, you can continue to pretend, like he said, Adeboye said, we can continue to pretend like, you know what I mean? There will be one. But are you sure? In 2021, when he asked that question, I'll play that again. Then I'll go to the next thing.
This is 2021. Some people are already getting ready to kill themselves over 2023. And they don't even know whether there will be 2023. They don't even know if there is 2023, whether they will still be around. There's nobody here who can say for sure that we will still be around by tomorrow. Nobody. It is God who determines who will still be around by 2023. Somebody said to me, sir, who do you think should be president in 2023? I said, president of where? He said, president of Nigeria. How are you sure there will be Nigeria in 2023? How are you sure? Can you swear? I pray there will be, so don't misquote me. But are you sure? Are you sure?
Are you sure? Don't worry. We'll go see what Wike is up to again. A quick one.
go to see with us. As you go see with us, we go to pay them. As you go pay them, we go to see with us. As you go see with us, we go to pay them. Carry go, just so we can carry go. Carry go, just so we can carry go.
Wèrè Wike, wèrè dùn wò. In Yoruba, they will say wèrè dùn wò. But anyway, all of them, they smile, they laugh, they and the rest. Well, it's worth it. According to Emperor Wike, I don't know if many of you have heard. The reason why he's dancing, doing all of that and that, number one, at least for the time being, Rivers State, if they do election, are you with me? Almost all of Wike's PDP candidates in the states, National Assembly or State Assembly or whatever it is, they are likely going to run unopposed. Ask me why. If the air goes outside, we are doing what's it that guy? They say Guy Fawkes are being cocon. They do bonfire all over, so that's why you're hearing bars, but it's all right. With a Wike, somehow I mean I don't know as of today, APC Ekbe in Rivers State, they don't have any candidate in the election. Now court say their Congress, everything, no candidates as we speak. In Rivers State, there is no Labour Party candidates. Peter Obi people, even some Peter Obi candidates were there, right? Court said there is no Labour Party candidate at all for state election in Rivers State. Are you with me? So if you see him dance, so it's like, now I am going to deal with Atiku. You know, he's a lawyer that never really practices law. But his wife, I think she's a lawyer too. I mean, a good one at that. So with a Wike, I set the stage that his own selected and picked people will succeed him and they will shield him and protect him as their little Hitler. The person that wants to be the governor in Rivers State, the guy is the current accountant general of Rivers State, wanted by EFCC or ICPC for the corruption of a 400 billion naira. 400 billion naira. Go and read about it. It's online. It's there. Okay. The day he got elected as the PDP candidate, the day they did the primary, he was hiding. He didn't come there. That's to tell you that where Wike needs people he can trust to cover his ass and the rest of that. And as he be like say don't sort. And that is why he is ready to spend 14 billion naira every month in paying 200,000 polling units special assistance to governor. Because now he can deal with that Atiku properly. He's no longer interested anywhere. It's like, you know what's in here? I will pay money everywhere to bribe and make sure, say, Atiku no get anything where we can get interest. And it's getting interesting, But listen to him. He inaugurated the second batch of his 200,000 assistants. If you are not rushing and you are not, or maybe if you are moody, you probably will have something to laugh at. Now, the people will want to rescue you from the dungeon of poverty. Now, the people will want to bring you out of what Nigeria has become. Now, one of them is this, even though they betrayed him. And they said that's the reason why he's become so mad, uncontrollably mad. But now the character who are trying to save Nigeria, they this, and you believe them.
Yes, we can. dey see with us, as you dey see with us, we go dey pay them, as you dey pay them. We go dey see with us, as you dey see with us, we go dey pay them, as you dey pay them. We go dey see with us, as you dey see with us, we go dey pay them.
We are here to inaugurate the last batch of the special assistance to the governor and political units of the Rivers East Senatorial District. Today begins your journey in the upliftment of a political life. So many people have been seeking for appointments to serve under the governor of Rivers State. Rivers State population is not less than 6 million, and so you are lucky to be one of those to serve as special assistant to the governor of Rivers State. But what is important is you have identified amongst your colleagues, your peers, to be one that can be trusted to work with the governor of Rivers State. So I want to thank and congratulate all of you for today. Again, so many people have said, why am I appointing almost 100,000 special assistants? What are they going to do? I told them, you are not the one that is appointing. It is me who is appointing. It's me that wear the shoes, that knows my pictures. It is not you outside because you are not in governance. I know what it takes. And I know that these people are going to help me. Because now that I'm finishing, I want to finish very, very well. Remember when we commissioned Rebisi flyover, when Fashola came to commission that Rebisi flyover. Remember I told you, we have done a lot of infrastructure. There will come a time when we do stomach infrastructure. And this is part of stomach infrastructure.
Malamba, 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 malamba,
If I ingest River State money in Rivers people, did I do wrong? No. Did I do wrong? No. As I speak to you, my mailbox almost crashed. People are sending text messages. Why are you leaving us alone? The job is too much. This number cannot do the work. Therefore, a lot of Rivers people are volunteering to be part of this work. And I can announce to you today, we have increased the number from 100,000 to 200,000.
A biggie man, 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 a biggie man. Well, I say, in order for size, oh, biggie man, yes, a biggie man, a biggie man.
So, as the local government go home, identify your people who will be part of this job to help Rivers State to see where we are in this country. It is very, very important. And from the end of this month, you are taking your first salary. If they have what it takes, tell them to challenge us. Tell them to challenge us. We are here. Your job. Now listen, before I inaugurate you. Your job is to go back to your units and find out what your people are saying in the various units. Let them tell Rivers people. Let them talk to us. Are we doing well or we're not doing well? What do they want? What are they lacking? Above all, they should tell us the feelings of Rivers people and tell us where to go to, because we don't want to make any mistake. If you are part of this special assistance, may you now rise so we can inaugurate you. Rise for inauguration. But the powers conferred on me as the governor of Rivers State, you as special assistant to the governor on political units, go home and work and return the information to us and work for salaries. Thank you, and God bless you.
I want to see that is dance again. People are asking, whose money is he using? Oh, you have no idea. If you are not from Nigeria, okay, somehow this may kind of sound like what's going on here? Like, whose money is he going to use to give to pay people in a country that is oh dear man. Well, people are happy. You know what I mean? That they are going to have a bite of the government money. You know what I mean? Because government money is like free money for few people. If you are called to come and have a bite, you don't complain. And please don't hate us. It's our turn. That's exactly what it is. But when you ask them, that money will be from what? What exactly are they going to be doing for him? They are going to be informants. The governor's informants. Okay? In their unit. According to Wike, they have over 200 political units. We call them political wards in Nigeria. So Rivers State, the second richest state in Nigeria by revenue, even by resources as well, by revenue generation. Now, he is, sadly, if you ask where is he going to get the money from, that's the question. Like, where do you expect him to get that from? Well, they have the money that can flow around, as in, like he did just there. And the people sharing him and all of that, oh dear, it is their turn too. In fact, give me a sec. There is I found that. Just 1 second. That's fine. We'll come back to that. So let me complete what I was saying earlier anyway, right? So they have over 200 political units. And with this appointment, is likely going to get up to four of them in different, at each political unit, yeah? And their job, okay, are, number one, to find those who are PDP, who have voters card and want to vote PDP. And then to find those who don't want to and why. Just normal, political work. And at the same time, on the day of their election, these are the ones who will serve as the agents that will monitor each vote, every vote that will pass through there to make sure that the one they don't want for Atiku, because according to Wike, is going to contribute into retiring Atiku. Now, when you see the obedience, with what Wike has done so far, they are hoping that maybe he's going to endorse their man for president, or is just going to stick to his deal with Kolu. Whatever it is, now Atiku will have nothing to rely on in the southern part of Nigeria. That is Wike's agenda, starting with Rivers State. Now, he may fail the same way he fought for people's destroying people presidential tickets. But that is a story for another day. But for the Wike, between him and those who have spoken among themselves and called the Southerners the second-class citizens in Nigeria, something that actually angered him. They said that's what actually got him so angry. They said This time around, they will need to put the southern politicians like Wike where they belong, because they are feeling they are lizard that feels like they are alligators or they are crocodiles. So now waiting there and call go tell Wike, and that was why Wike is raging, is so angry and mad with Ayu for referring to southerners as second-class citizens who are always like acting like they are so important, forgetting that it is whatever the northern Nigeria want them to do that they have to do. That once they gain power, they will put people like Wike where it rightfully belongs to. And that's why Wike also said, Omo, number one, for River State, you know, go smell PDP for Atifku. Then across Nigeria, where he's also ready to pump a River State money into, he go follow them, destroy Atifku, something that he's ready to do, even if he has to die, according to, well, I don't know if I should bank on that. It doesn't really matter, does it? So there are people who are ready. Hunger did the land. It doesn't really matter anybody. They say, be careful, don't eat the food of your enemy. This is no longer something you say to Nigerians anymore. Hunger, starvation, depression, frustration. That they wear shirt and trouser, put tie on, they waka on the road. You say, no be frustration, they go so. I said, I saw him yesterday. So, no be depression they come from. Is that not depression coming? They say, Nashi. I saw her this morning. That is what it is in Nigeria. And whatever, if you tell them not to eat from their enemies and their friends are not cooking, no food, they will eat from their enemies. They will lick whatever they want them to do. And when I say enemies, people may be telling you that your enemy is somebody who don't want you to progress in life. Some people who are using juju to cover your destiny. Some people have done so much to make sure that you are unable to marry in your life. And all those things that they say evil people do to you. The rest of them, you are, I mean, where should I start from? Like, you are just a product of an effed up country, an effed up, totally effed up society. Sure you get? Because the real enemy, enemy will be say, you're not supposed to spray. You suppose they see them every now and then. You suppose big bajufun, black batimo. They are the same politicians that some of you always get yourself on social media to come and defend. Some of you are defending them right now on Facebook, on YouTube. They are the real enemies that you go to churches to pray for. Pray against. You go to mosque to pray against and say, oh, my enemy die. Enemy die. But when you leave that prayer point, you start praising the criminals. God bless you, sir. God will bless you. You will never die, sir. You are going to live long, sir. I'm so grateful to what you have done to the poor people. Yes, sir, I admire you, sir. And I pray for you all the time. So why won't you confuse God? You want God to kill your enemy against your destiny. The people who are against your growth, your development, your education, your health, your destiny generally. They are the same criminals that you call leaders, PDP, APC, and the rest of them. Sure you get. So if you pray against them to die on Sunday, on Friday night vigil, and you go to Sunday to do Thanksgiving and say, I thank you so much, Father, that you have answered our prayer, everything, blah, blah, blah. And on Monday morning, kutu high. That's even too far. Immediately after church service, many of you are already back on social media, defending your enemies, defending your destiny stealers, defending your career killers, defending the people who have made it difficult for you to get married. They are the people who have made it difficult for you to have a job. They are the people who have made it difficult for you to live a standard, normal life. They are the people, they are the enemy of progress, your politicians. Are you with me? Amen? So the moment you realize them, that they are the real one that you should stop praying against and start facing them and say, you are our enemy. I know you are our enemy. You are my enemy, sir. Once you start having that mentality, right? Trust me. Just maybe, Neo, if it is not too late, just maybe you might be able to turn the hand of the clock. But as it is now, the poverty in the land that they have weaponized, when they talk about weaponizing poverty, that's an example of that. Impoverish them for long and then give them something, just something to have a taste and a bite for just a few months and take it away from them again and let them struggle and suffer for it again and again, and then give them a taste of it again, and then they will be saying, thank you, God. Some of them, 200,000 people that got that appointment, I can put everything I have on it. If to say we have a data or a tracker that can help us track them, I can put anything on it and say, well, just being generous, so half of them are going to say it is God who decided to get them nominated among 6 million Riverians of the people of River State. 200,000. You made it. Your name came out. They submitted your name, and you are now a special assistant to the governor. That must be God. And you know what will happen? They will go back to the church and say, thank you so much, Jesus. Thank you so much, God. Now your percentage be this, because you have done it. The governor of Lagos, the governor of River State just gave me a job. The people who okay, it is what it is. Maybe not as these guys. Have you seen these guys lately? Are you batified? So disgusting.
Are you batified? Fully. Seriously. Are you batified? I said seriously. You are batified. Seriously, sir. Yes, sir. Are you batified?
100%.
Are you batified?
Yes, sir.
Will you vote for the bat?
Yes, sir. 100%.
Are you batified?
Okay. If it is batification, say
I am more than batified. Because Mr. Speaker is the grandfather of batification.
Of batification.
The Honorable Baja Amila, that's right, is the grandfather. Is from his head to his toe, to his wings,
yes,
to his everywhere.
Yes, sir.
Baja Amila is
batified.
Yes. So we are all
batified.
We are all
batified.
Are you not batified?
I am fully batified.
Tell the former governor.
Let me even say it.
More batified.
Kete our batified total. Seriously batified. Total.
Madam, are you batified?
Very well, sir.
Very good. So,
I mean, I don't know what you see when you look at these guys, okay? No, you may not like them because of the party they belong or whatever. But that's not always what I see. I see more than that. I see them beyond the facade of this party or that party. You see that guy, that's an ex-convict, an ex-governor of a state, so mismanaged, so looted and depleted, that is one of the poorest states, or one of the poorest states in Nigeria today. It's so sad, though. Abia, he got arrested, right, for that same crime. And for the past 13 years, he's been standing trial. At the time, he got convicted for looting over 11 billion naira from that same state in Abia. But he's batified. And as of today, they are the people promising you that you are going to get a brighter future, a safer country, no corruption and the rest of that. And you believe them. Just like you believe them in 2015, isn't it? So, wherever it is, I like these women, by the way. They too. I think these ones are for Obiano. I don't know what they are singing, but they look beautiful, well dressed because of their dresses. And I love women generally, especially when you see them singing and like that. And I guess I'll get to know what they are singing about. I wish the song has something to do with this man. Like, I wish you, this is my own wish you, because as you're looking at this guy, he's from Enugu. and his name is Ekweremadu. Ike Ekweremadu. A supposed very good man. I kind of liked him when I didn't understand, or I didn't care to understand, the politics behind the incarceration of Nnamdi Kanu, as well as how they try to use that. I'm talking about the Eastern politicians as a leverage to redeem their battered images in the face of the Biafrans. So I kind of liked him when he stood there shorty, one of those who stood shorty. Well, he didn't stand shorty, but he was one of those who stood shorties for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu when they made that dubious deal with Bokwari, a deal that included asking Nnamdi Kanu that once he's released, he will never talk about Biafra again. Okay? And if he failed to stop, then Nigeria can go ahead and kill him. That's part of the deal. But Ekweremadu has been a victim of the Nigeria that has made him so rich. Ekweremadu, the former union leader, what's it they call that thing again in Enugu? Is it trade union? The one that Ekweremadu led at the time, before becoming a local government chairman. After becoming a local government chairman in 1997, so 1999, he was appointed the chief of staff to the governor, then the secretary to the state governor or state government. And in 2003, he got elected as a senator, and he's been a senator of Nigeria from Enugu since 2003. Now, when you talk about the underdevelopment, the failure of those who have had the opportunity of at least making the lives of their people better, with no matter how little the resources they have access to at at their own disposal, in whatever capacity they found themselves, use this for the betterment of your people. Because listen, when you build roads, when you build schools, when you build hospitals, when you fund them, listen, you are not just doing this for the people, the society. You could possibly need them. In fact, you are going to need them too. You are part of that society. So if you have a chance of holding a political office, right, and you serve the people by delivering. But this guy is one of the crooks that have managed to live off Nigeria for 20 years. Nigeria favored him. Nigeria favored his family. He's one of them. You know, there are many. But do you know why his own is a bit different? Somebody who has been in government from 1999. If they no arrest him, is either going to want to be governor of Enugu in 2023, or he will still want to be senator in 2023. But something happened. Something that kills, probably has killed as many people in Anambra, in Enugu, as their data can probably provide. Health. He's been the chief of staff. He's been the secretary to the state government. He's been a senator representing Enugu. I don't know which one, South or Central, wherever. And guess what? He's so prominent. And he's not just a senator, just any senator. Ekweremadu. One of those star kind of, I don't know how or when you started following the Nigerian politics. I have been following it for so long. And there are many of those guys who are like stars. Because if you are buying papers, if you used to buy newspapers in Nigeria, back in the 99, 2000, the millennium and all that, yeah? The prominent names in your media faces, Ekweremadu. I know so many names then, right? But he was a very prominent member of the elite from that part. Sorry, guys, that the camera still keeps giving flickers, okay? I don't know what to do about that, and I bet it's going to be the cable. But whatever it is, I will try another cable soon, okay? And I hope it's going to fix it. There is a road, very, very popular road in eastern part of Nigeria. That road link the western part of Nigeria with the eastern part of Nigeria, and from there straight to the creek, the Niger Delta, Bayelsa, all those places. It is like the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway of eastern Nigeria. Would you believe that the person who has been one of the part contractors, in fact, the chunk part of the route of constructing that east-west road for the past 24 years now, or should I say, okay, slow it down. Let's say for the past 20 years, Ekweremadu has been fingered, his company. And that is why it makes sense when the people who have been in government since 1999 and they could not provide health care for the people of Enugu or anybody in Nigeria. So I beg you, they feel special, say as if to say even Lagos State that is earning over 1.6 to 1.8 trillion naira in revenue, both federal and state revenue in Lagos State alone, they don't have any reliable hospital to treat cold or fever for any of their public officials. Call the Ikoyi Joe Biden, the time that he became cripple, that they brought him, they brought him here to the UK. They had nowhere. Even Bobby, the Bobby that you have known for years, not even an investment is put there to make it, international standard that could treat somebody like Kolu and all of that. So, no, they beat your chest. So we they talk about Ekweremadu, talking about eating from your own poison, right? And this time around, something for the poor to say maybe God is actually on their side. No, they deceive yourself. No God on your side. Okay? It is the consequences of poor leadership, failed leadership. Everybody go bite from harm, including your oppressors. Nobody is free from the consequences of the failure that some of you are facing from. Everybody, Lawmaker breakfast, like Ogo said.
Bugwala maje breakfast. Asikoto ni kaluku maje tie ototoni. Summa bilai.
Bugwala maje breakfast. Ekweremadu's breakfast got served this year. Guess what? They needed a kidney transplant for their daughter. And I think she's their only daughter. God bless her soul. Right? She needs an urgent kidney transplant. So what did they do? Ekweremadu, the typical Nigerian, big man in Nigeria, they quickly sourced for somebody that they promised that they will pay him. Okay? Don't worry. They even paid his family in Nigeria. Then they promised them that once they get to the UK and the operation is done, they are going to take care of him and all of that stuff, okay? Now, what happened? Ekweremadu brought in a 15-year-old boy. My you gonna leave that thing? That boy no be 15-year-old. Oh yeah, now the court appearance is in May 2023. Come and defend him now. Come and explain to the court that the boy is not 15 years old. She be one keypad warrior, Abi, or you think in Nigeria, or you believe that his enemy is at work, because every time they are caught, now their enemy is at work. Meanwhile, you, where they speak for them, where they look for their enemy for them. Look at your enemy on your screen. He's one of your enemies. I don't know how you want to take it. He's one of them. Look at him. You may not agree with me. I understand. Here you get. I understand why you won't agree. Because you love your oppressors differently. Some of you love your oppressors because of the tribe they belong to. Some of you love your oppressors because of the religion they follow. Some of you love your oppressors because of how much brutality they have done that you know about, and you actually you love them for it. Some of you love your oppressors because of how much of your lives they have ruined, and you look at them and you say it's a mafia. Now one of them they your screen. So, oh yeah, look and well. 15-year-old boy was brought to the UK to come and remove his kidney and give it to their daughter that actually needs it. They couldn't do it in Enugu because they don't trust the healthcare system they have built for 24 years for the people of Enugu. Not even the people of Abuja that is being a senator, deputy senate president. Not even in Abuja. They couldn't find anywhere that they could trust. I mean, there should be some trust in your country, they say. Come on, right? You people should say something good about your country. These guys don't believe in Nigeria. Let me take the camera off. They don't believe in Nigeria. They don't trust anything in Nigeria. They can do everything and they write your budget, make laws for you. But they don't believe in Nigeria. Why should I? They have been more rewarded as Nigerians. They've been given everything. Yet they don't believe in Nigeria. Why should I? So Lori Bruku Arai, Emilo Ledimo. Na me be your mate. Na me you feel they ask, why am I not patriotic? Why am I not, don't say that about your Nigeria. Don't blah, blah, blah. These ones don't believe in Nigeria. They don't. But because Nigeria paid their bills, Nigeria is feeding their family. Nigeria is making them drive the latest cars. Nigeria is making them buy latest properties. Why many of you die in penury. Ask me, why should I be patriotic? Ask yourselves, why should you be patriotic when you have a bunch of lawless rogues, unpatriotic criminals who are in their career bloom right now? And your world is about to evaporate right before your eyes. They say, may you close your eyes, they pray. In Jesus' name we pray. In the name of Allah, in the name of, you know what that stuff? Close your eyes, let us pray. Look at the rogues. They brought a young man to the UK. Look at the risk. He is a lawyer. A lawyer. So when they got here, the guy with this plane, they put him inside plane. He's probably been thinking about his life like, if they remove one kidney now, my mama, how I go take up my mama? If I can't die, uncle. Even though you can't die, if you donate your kidney, you won't die. Let's say, now half-life you get, no be so. Don't take my word for it. I read this somewhere. They say your kidney will grow back. Again, don't quote me. No go. They sell your kidney. They say my ego say they grow back. Oh, I didn't say that. I said I read this somewhere. But that's where they say, I want your kidney. They don't remove one kidney. Now half-life you get. They say if you are supposed to live for 80 years, if they remove one kidney, you don't now 40 years, now lie. Don't believe all of that. That's some BS. Okay? Don't believe that. But whatever it is, that boy in a Nigerian, typical Nigerian, he did inside plane 6 hours. It's like, if they remove my kidney like this, I am just maybe the guy is even 20 years old and he lied that he's 15. That's what that's what Ekweremadu is trying to tell the court in the UK. The boy is lying. He's lying. I know the boy is say, shut up. You are the one who did the document. Are you doing passport? You put 15 years there. You put together a fake passport. Who are the people who help you? Let's see the form. Let's see everything where you take apply that the boy is 15 years old. Now you are telling us the boy is more than 15 years old. They consented. Did you promise him money or not? The boy, they beg us inside the theater, say, I beg, Oga Fred, doctor, I beg, remove your mask. I beg, no, don't remove my kidney. Please, don't remove my kidney. My mama never shot my... Say, what are you saying? Are you not a family member? Are you not supposed to be a family member? We are going to run a test and I say, I know family with them. They promise they're going to make my life better. That's why they bring me come here. I say, call here. The dream say I die. As they remove my kidneys here. Number one, so they promise that they will pay you money or they paid you money. No, then I have payment we collect. Boga, I beg, no, remove my kidney. Now so kasala bosto. They can't call Ekweremadu and his wife, where they wait for reception, waiting for them to remove and say we're successfully, so that Ekweremadu can go back to Enugu, and start doing Thanksgiving. They will give you clothes. Women go get clothes. They will give you some of your money. They will be doing Thanksgiving. They say, God did wonderful thing in our life, in my family this year, 2022. Our daughter was very sick, right? And, money cannot buy life. Ego cannot buy life. And everybody will say, that's true. Jesus is Lord. Oh, thank you so much, God. They would have gone back to Enugu and do Thanksgiving since when? But Kasala don't bust. We be say, Ekweremadu violated the law of the UK. And there is no big man in the UK, unfortunately. And sadly, at first, they were sending people to go and see Ekweremadu in prison here in the UK to tell him that Nigeria is behind you. We will do everything to make sure that this thing is not, this is a diplomatic insult. Why would they do this to our former, that's Nigeria bragging and nonsense. I don't know what they're telling you in Nigeria. And so many other people where they pay millions to, where they do Amadio, they do what do they call her? They do all those things. So say, release her. Oyibo, let Ekweremadu go. Ekweremadu no they go anywhere. As we they speak right now, he's going to remain here with us in prison here until May 2023. But that is not the only bad news. Okay? His properties in Nigeria are being confiscated. They say this is his property in Enugu, his country home. His property in Lagos, Abuja, everywhere. A senator, member of the Nigerian Senate, a lawmaker in Nigeria, has over 40 properties traced to corruption. Traced to proceed of corruption, and the court has now given the EFCC interim order to confiscate all those properties, while Ekweremadu languish away in London. So the properties, according to the EFCC, include a London property at Flat 4, Varsity Court, Homer Street, postcode WIH 4NW, which was acquired on December 4, 2008 for £830,000. 3 properties in Florida, United States of America, one of which was purchased for $155,000. Also listed in a property on approximately 3,000 square meters parcel of land consisting of 7-bedroom detached boys' quarters, swimming pool, enclosed 3-car garage with roller shutter doors, gate house and generator house at number 6, Ilado Close, Ikoyi, Lagos, bought for 630 million naira on August 8, 2015. The list also includes 3 blocks of 6 flats each, totaling 18 luxury flats at plot 904, Durumi, Abuja, acquired for 700 million naira, and 4 rotten house at Villa number 148, Mahini, De La Haye, Emirate Hill, Dubai, valued at $250,000. And that is a lawmaker in Nigeria, by the way. He's never practiced law, and he's never been known to engage in any legal case that you could say, oh, he was involved in so case, those celebrity case, that case, and he made his money from there. They made all this money from approving and padding budgets at the National Assembly. and the money are invested in buying properties that they intend to give to their children as inheritance, stolen from you, and they call it the blessing of God. God has been good to us. Pray for us, Pastor. We have been so blessed this year. Senator just bought another house, a very beautiful one at Ikoyi. It cost him over 700 million naira. And we are asking you to come and pray so that you can help us bless the house. You are blessing houses of that are proceed of corruption. Now, whatever it is, I don't know if he's going to come back and fight for that. But it is Nigeria. Don't please don't put your bet on it, okay? It is what it is. But all this expose the rot that we have seen, that we said, whenever you believe anything this guy said, that, oh, we're going to fix this, we're going to fix that, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. When you believe them, it just make it look like, I mean, there are so many dumb people who actually, we don't probably see as dumb, but we think they are normal people who look normal, but they are like a dumb and dumber than you can think. Because if not, why would you believe the people who actually create the problem as the same people who are likely going to take you out of the problem? And some of you are willing. Like I said, Nigeria is turn by turn, Nigeria Limited. Some of you don't hate corruption. Some of you don't hate oppression. Some of you don't hate all these vices that we talk about. You only don't like it because you are not the one doing them, or you are not benefiting from them. That is why whenever they want to make it look like, okay, sorry, if you are angry, oh yeah, pa. So get a sobo, you are so willing to jump at them. Even as the peanuts like Wike is suffering, you are willing to forget what they have done to you. And before you know it, you are part of them again. They are rebuild them, re-engineer them because they said they will do better now. We are going to do better now. You are an enabler. And as an enabler, there's little you can really say. To say this whole thing. You are not part of it. And if you want to probably show that you are not mad, it is ideal to stop doing the same thing again and again and expecting a different result. That's what I think. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right. Whatever it is, somebody once told you, and they did exactly this.
And listening to us. Nigeria, APC from top to bottom. Top to bottom. Top to bottom.
Top to bottom. Top to bottom. APC. Talking about hospital, there was a time this clip came out. I don't know how many of you will remember this. Now, this was Lagos. There's no proof that this has changed, by the way, right? But this happened. So when I told you that the criminals who are ruling you don't believe in Nigeria, they are unpatriotic. They treat you like a piece of, but you still defend them anyway. Raging, angry, and the rest of that. How could you come out boldly and defend something like this? Just something like this.
It's over $1 million on our babies, and then they throw us out without notice. This is what happens. This is loot. This is the federal government hospital loot. This is what it looks like. This is where people sleep. Mothers who just had babies. This is where they sleep. This is the situation. This is the situation. This is the current situation. This is the current situation of this country. A country where we are treated like animals in our own homes. So yes, we're taking the fight to those that matter. When we were fighting for NSAS, we didn't know, obviously a lot of people don't understand. The health system in this country has deteriorated.
Sorry. How could you, who experiences this everywhere you go, turn around and defend the rogues that did that? Sometimes, I don't know how I became so good. Normally, I suppose they scream, they shout. I say, man, you gonna calm down. You do they shout. You do they shout. You can say everything you want to say without shouting. I say, I want to shout. You should know I'm raging from inside. I don't know why I'm not so used to that anymore. Anyway, right? But there's actually somebody who feels like, No be all of us here. All of us they try to escape from these animals. But some of them are there abroad. Comfortable, away from this whole mess. And you still want Nigeria to remain like this. It no go better for you. No be me talk more. Now this lady. She said, it no go better for you. Just say amen. Because she's speaking from, you know what I mean? For those of you, the abroadian Nigerians, those of you who are patriotic Nigerians from abroad. Say, when are you returning to Nigeria to go back home and give back to? Say, I'm planning it. It's just that I'm working on it. Olushi, you are working on it, and you are wishing them Kolu. You are wishing them Atifku. You are wishing them Bokuwari. Then get cost for you. Just say amen.
When I know waiting, they annoy me pass for this election matter. Those of you now where be say una dey abroad. Una dey abroad and come out for this country because una dey find good life for una self and una children. I make una run comot because this country is not good. You not let una stay. I make una run comot. But you can't come out now. They abroad. You dey from there. They campaign for PDP and APC. We kill this country. We make this country dey like this. So we not make you feel stay. You still dey campaign for them. Now Ogun go kill you. Now Ogun, there is no two ways about it. Ogun go do collaboration with thunder, fire you. The way you take go empty-handed, now that empty-handed, now you take come back. You dey enjoy the good things of life. Oh, you see, government provide good road for them. Security you get. What anything way that you dey pay for, you dey receive and you dey receive light, good road, good social amenities. But you dey say make we see the vote for this PDP and APC for here where you live, where you because of a wrong. It not go better for you. Anything where you lay your hand upon for that side, it not go move forward. Not because now karma. Now wait till you bring upon yourself. Now you dey receive so. Because I can you imagine how this country don't die rich? The thing can't pay you. You can't run. You don't even consider people where it still run no way not female can reach there. All of them back for Libya road. Today now that they kidnap who they kidnap. They send videos to their loved ones for yeah. Make that they bring out some money, else they'll buy their picking. You can't see get mad because you don't cross, you don't dare obodo ibo. Anyhow we work out for yeah, you not concern you again. You still the campaign, you still you get mad on your useless phone. On your useless phone, we go put you for trouble. Say you dey campaign for all these old men we kill this country. It not go better for you. Anything where you lay your hand upon for good, you not go prosper. You will never see light in your life. The way you say they pray for darkness for this country, light go run from you. Every good things of life go run for you. It go run for you and your family and your children. And your children. Because if they wish other children bad luck, how your children go take better, I not go better for them. Now wait till you bring upon yourself, now you they receive so this early morning. Now I say me I can't tell you now where they vote, they say una want the same government and leaders where kill this country, where no one made this country better. If today now youths now they don't get safe for this country. You see they agitate for them, not go better for you.
I mean, man, you say I told you, I warned you. Okay? All of now where they take pictures, family time, family day out, Florida time, holiday time. You the day America, you they wish them call you, it no go better for you. Yes, it no go better for you. I wish all this thing feel worked self. Because I don't understand. If all these things feel work sharp, making no I don't know. Something sharp must happen. I be what you go do. Because you deserve everything that they say to you. Some of you have no heart. You have no conscience. You have nothing. You don't even have empathy. You have no feeling. It's so sad though. But what man go do? Not just to keep reminding you. Sure, you get me now. So the other part, which I think we should possibly leave for the night, we've done what we could do. And I hope the message has come out today and then it meets you well. So I'm going to take calls before I call it a night, okay? Wahala. Olowo, my brother, that's my guy on the Clubhouse. Oh, he's done so well, so much that I should kind of always make it a date with my friends on Clubhouse. But there's so much. But Olowo, thank you so much for always being around and for being there. Now I'm going to open the line, but I have a message for you. It is from this guy, Mazi.
My name is Anambra, and the reason why we're here today is to protest the killing of innocent women and children, and men for that matter, all over Nigeria, especially in the northern part of Nigeria. We are not happy, we are not pleased with what is happening, and that is why we're here today. As you can see, there are a lot of Nigerians who are protesting about the killing of families, people who are determined to tear the country apart violently, and it is not something that we support. It is not something that we would like to see continue, and we are here today to send a clear message to the Nigerian government through the High Commissioner that what is happening in the country is unacceptable and we cannot accept it. If that continues, it will lead to the violent disintegration of the country. There will be no more Nigeria for anyone to go to. There will be no Nigeria for anyone to refer to. In fact, what is happening in Somalia today will be like a tea party. So we cannot allow this nonsense to continue. Something has to be done. And the consequences of the actions of terrorism in Nigeria must be driven home to the people, so that even the terrorists themselves will be able to understand that there is no mileage in where they're going. The only thing they can accomplish is the breakup of Nigeria. If they think that they can cower people, if they think they can force people to be coerced into a religion which is not theirs, then they are clearly mistaken. We are asking for peace. We are asking for people to get together. We are asking for everybody who loves Nigeria, who is associated with that country, to please prevail upon terrorism in Nigeria so we can bring it to an end. That is why a multitude of Nigerians are gathered here today. Those of us in the UK are determined to work with the government for peace.
Thank you. Hello there. Sorry for keeping you waiting, by the way. I was adding milk and sugar and the rest of those to my tea. Are you there, sir?
I'm here. You don't worry about that. My ego today.
Baba.
My ego. I'm a first-time caller.
Oh, are you?
But
would you like to tell me or tell us your name so that I will remember?
My name is Ndubueze from North Carolina.
Ndubueze. Is that right?
Yeah.
I got that right.
North Carolina.
North Carolina. I got that. So, Ndubueze, my brother. One name.
Yeah.
You are live.
Yeah. Everybody
can hear you now.
The Ndubueze means the living. Only the living is a king.
That is, only the living is a thing.
Yeah.
Value.
He's a king.
He's a king, right? Oh, bless you. He's a king. That's even like a more value. So, Ndubueze, my brother, please fire.
Put that thing off.
Thank you, Baba.
Sorry for that. Put that in
right.
off, Sanessa.
Yeah, that's sure. Go on.
Okay. Okay. So, my ego, this is my first time of calling you, but I never missed any of your program anyway.
Thank you.
So, because I learned a lot. Though I left Nigeria December 2018, so there is nothing to tell me about Nigeria.
So it's still fresh in the memory.
Yeah, I'm still fresh, and I live all my life in the north before coming here. So, and all what you are, I agree with all your analysis because Nigeria is irredeemable.
You heard Pastor Adeboye now, didn't you? Even though
the one thing I want you to
go on.
I want you to write one thing down.
Okay.
When it will happen, you will say someone said something like this.
No. I'm gonna say Undubueze said it. Right?
Undubueze said something like this.
Go on.
And that thing is the end of Buhari, how he's going to end and disappear from the scene. Do you know why?
No, I don't. Tell us.
Because all the atrocities the presidency are committing in the name of Buhari. The mask wearer cannot stay to face the consequences. So,
like somebody said,
so
they will just make him disappear. They will just make him disappear from the scene. And he's already warning them. Undubueze, he said nobody should come and call him, ask him any question. That he's not going to be answering any question after he leaves. Anything is done. Yes.
Because he can never retire to Daura. He can never retire to Daura. And the Aisha can never come back and stay with him as his husband. So therefore, either he disappeared before the handover date, or he will disappear after handing over. And the news is going to be sudden that either Baba died with heart attack or whatever the way they want to do it. You know, they always have many options. That is one thing I want you to know. Because
this is a diary. You know that. Even you yourself will remember today's date, the 5th of November 2022. So if anybody wants to remember that, you just say, when was that again in November? By the time you begin ruminating through the diary of November 2022, this is going to come up. Thank you so much for sharing that.
My ego. Because another thing I want to say, you see our daddy GOs and our pastors and all the prayer Nigeria are praying. The prayer can never cross talent because God can never be mocked.
You can never mock God. That is true.
You can never mock God. They all know the truth, and they are making caricature with the name of God by saying, God help us, God help us. They are using the name of a country that a dead man is ruling. Which progress do you want to get from there?
And everything they touch is dying anyway.
Everything they touch is dying. So let's just watch and see how it goes. The only solution to Nigerian problem is disintegrate it and save life.
God bless you. I was waiting for you to say that.
No P2B can salvage Nigeria.
Even if you wish.
Thank you, my.
God bless you.
Thank you, my.
Thank you so much, Undubueze. I love that. North Carolina, LC. Now, I think I have a Kenneth again. Kenneth, is that you?
Yeah. Yes.
Please. You should always do me that favor, right? The day you change this profile picture, right? please don't let me guess. Just the moment you are connected, just say, this is Kenneth. Again, and I'll say, oh, God bless you. You know what happened today to me? I'll tell you something that happened to me today. I went to the African shop, right? And I met a brother, a very good fan of this platform, possibly watching right now. His name is Silas. Now, I was talking to Silas. We're talking and all that. Meanwhile, I just wanted to get ugu, right? I wanted to make some vegetable. Now, the shop guy, the shop attendant, there was no ugu on display. So it was good to go and get that for me, right? While waiting, there was a lady. And this lady, we were staring at ourselves, no communication like that. You know, that kind of like awkward stuff, right? So then I shoot a shot. I said, are you a Yoruba? Are you a Yoruba? She changed it. Like, no, I'm not Yoruba. No, I was like, okay. Just trying to start a conversation, right? That was the first fail. The second one, I said, sorry, where are you from? He said, I'm in Soko. I said, oh, is that not Benue? And she said, Benue, or I'm from Delta. I was like, you know what? This guy better bring the Ugu now before my third fail. So, Kenneth, I kind of feel like I could guess right or start a conversation by guessing. The point is that please don't ever change this profile picture so that I will never guess you wrong. So, how are you?
I'm fine, and you?
Brilliant, I'm good. And thanks so much for joining us again.
Yes, sir. So let me just keep quickly. So just like when I started watching your presentation today, I saw the heading. I was like, you know, this is just something that we already know.
We say that here all the time. Yeah, we said all this year so blunt, so freely, but they are being careful when they say them. Kenneth.
Exactly. Surprise, surprise. Guess what? So I had that. You remember that guy I told you about? That it's the APC. They're one of the APC stuff in Apapa that I told you that it's my friend.
Yeah, that you said you had a chat with a few times. Yeah, go on.
Exactly. So he called me last night and was telling me that, oh, you see, that I'm always the one always criticizing this guy, this and that, blah blah blah. But look at the donation that he's doing in the flood victim in Delta and blah 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 and all the stuff. I said to him, I said, if he chooses to do that with the money that he has stolen from Lagos State and all the money that they APC have stolen, that is his own prerogative. It's none of my business. What is my business is the fact that he is incompetent. He is not qualified. You are only licking and kissing his ass because of the Ghana must go or whatever you guys are getting.
Promising or they are giving already.
Exactly. And I went for that. I told him, I said, listen, you guys are doing whatever you're doing because you are kissing his ass. You are living on borrowed time. All I know is that this charade, you guys got election or campaign, whatever you guys are doing, with time, the clock is ticking. It is ticking. And remember that I said this, that you guys are living on borrowed time.
Yes.
This guy will serve nobody, no benefit to anybody.
Do you know one thing you also said that I haven't forgotten, right? You said, Mayegun, if they dare conduct this year 2023, it is going to be an ingredient of what to come after. If they fail to conduct it, it is going to be the ingredient of what to come. Whether we like it or not, 2023 is pregnant with what many don't have a clue of. I remember that.
Exactly.
You did say that here.
And again, I did went for that and I said, look, there's nothing I say here is going to change your mind or change anything. I don't get that fine. And I said, what I know is that the clock is ticking.
Yes.
And it's like a ticking time bomb, just waiting to blow up. And it's going to blow up just the way it is.
At the end of the day, Pastor Adeboye could say, God didn't tell me who is going to win the election. But what God said is that, the usual prediction in the past, they'll say, there will be election, but there will be some problems here and there. Or somebody is going to emerge. But God hasn't given me that picture. It's those bobo. They are not even bold to make those predictions now. That is to tell you that they don't want to keep lying to themselves too. Like what they are saying, being honest, they are scared for those things to happen. That's why they can't say them and say, if I tell you what they see, come on, this whole thing go blow, like you said.
Yes. And the last but not the least, what is the dollar and the pound sterling rate going on now?
We are still in November, Kenneth.
Exactly. And then the issue of when they were talking about when they started talking about redesigning. So I took the liberty to have a chat with a friend of mine that is an economist. The guy told me point blank. He said, "Listen, can I say, just like the way we've been saying before, they can change all the money they want to change, to redesign it or whatever it is. A country that does not produce, how on earth do they want to grow? A country that practically they import everything, how do you want to improve on your currency? A country that is filled with corrupt leaders who are only self-centered about themselves and themselves alone. That look, they are just living a pipe dream.
Like what is going to change when they change the Naira, when they rebrand it, what is going to then change? Like they should be able to say, okay, this is what will change as we change or rebrand the Naira, that will then affect the rebranding and give us 6 months to this is what we expect. But they are not expecting anything, no, not just drawing, no.
They are not.
Let's just change. They are even saying Obasanjo will be in one of the notes. I say, oh yeah, Mandela. I hope we'll be out of the whole thing before that happens.
But let's look at it this way now. Let's look at basic, simple arithmetic or even economics. That if you change your design of your money, what really does it change in terms of growth? Nothing. Because you first of all, economy is developed by what you're able to produce, right? Economy is developed based on what you're able to manufacture as a manufacturing country, and then the employment capacity of what your employment capacity is to your indigenous people of your country.
Yes.
In Nigerian case, there is absolutely nothing like that. All we have is people continuously looting and continue to borrow after borrowing even up to the 20th or 30th or 50th generation, and nothing to show for it. At the end of the day, you want a miracle to drop from the sky.
From the same people, Kenneth. No, from the same people to come around and then change it again. Like, are you for real? That's the way I see it. I'm always like, are these people for real? Like, even if Numbu is trying to campaign as if to say he's an independent candidate. Do you know that? When Native Numbu talk, you would think he's talking about Nigeria controlled by another party. That he now has a solution to rescue us. What a joke. Baba, we are a joke.
My ego, last, based on our slogan and our quote.
Yeah.
You can't continue to do the same thing over and over. I continue again and expect a different result.
No.
These so-called people romancing Tinubu, Atiku, and what have you, living a pipe dream, continue to do the same thing. Well, like I said,
a different result.
Good luck to them. You have a wonderful night, Michael.
Kenneth.
God bless you.
And you too. Thank you so much for stopping by. As usual, Kenneth, your mitotu. Alagba, your mitotu. Elder. Thank you very much for that. Your super chat. Now, if you are still watching us on YouTube, you can do me that favor, okay? You can still like this broadcast, right? Like it, share it, and maybe subscribe if you haven't already. I have another caller. Hello there. Hello, can you hear me? Okay, let's say they didn't.
Hey, my good.
Baba, how are you?
I'm all right. Yourself?
Well, I'm fine. Thanks for asking. So, your name, for the sake of our listeners.
Well, this is Ken, though.
Say that again.
This is Ken.
Now, my other Ken, what happened to your profile picture, Ken?
Man,
you took it off.
I just feel like to...
Oh, you changed the number. Something happened. Something happened. Yeah. It's good to hear from you. So, how are you?
I'm all right. Yourself?
I'm very well. Thanks for asking. And you are live again, and everybody can hear from you.
Yeah. Well, you see, it's very interesting. Nigeria is a very interesting contraption. You see, when you look at it from different angles, the whole thing makes you laugh because when I listen to the pastor, I don't even want to talk about all these guys because I think you gave them a good name when you describe the one that I think is Lateran something. It was in them. The one that
Tunde Bakarum.
Bakari. When you call him a clown, that's the very best way of describing these characters. These are people that they use their age to intimidate us. Those days are gone when they use their age to intimidate us.
Yes.
Because you're an old man. You don't come and say some stupid things that a child cannot say. You see, coming to tell us God have not told you. Okay, why has God not told you other things? Must God tell you about the election? There are so many things God should tell you about the contraption. You are not talking, all you come and talk is election. So these people, they are the same. They are just the same. The only difference is that they are on pulpit doing their own abracadabra.
Yeah.
And they are
then, you cannot start to your audience too much. Okay. You have to make them have something to cling on to. Like something like maybe we are still waiting to hear from God. Or maybe God is going to give a sign. Something that will make them just wait. Is that not the partnership between the pastors, politicians, and the people, as they say? No, be so?
That is it. So when you look at all these people, they talk like this. Anybody that cares will just,
if you pay attention so well, you will see how much they have made us look like dumbs on some things they've told us not to question. I get you, Ken.
That is the point. Nigeria, see, when people talk about Nigeria, I often don't want to listen to so many people because Nigeria and Nigerians are the kind of people that I would like to refer as they are signposts. They point you to a particular place, but they never move from where they are. If you listen to a typical Nigerian so-called elite, you begin to see a signpost that does not move. He will give you all the analysis how things will work. My brother, give the same person the thing to do. You will see a typical Nigerian person behaving. So that is the problem. The dumbest of a person will fix Nigeria if only they can remove their deliberation clause. The problem of Nigeria is deliberate. You have said that and over and over.
It's intentional, exactly.
The problem of Nigeria is not all this. I listened to my brother Peter posting so many funny things. As long as I'm concerned, those things
I think he loves it. He loves mentioning those places. China, Indonesia, Bangladesh, and all that. I'm like, come on, man. Go on.
He went to South Korea or he spoke with South Korea. The other time he said he went to Egypt or something to go and study their electricity. These things are nonsense. The problem of darkness in Nigeria doesn't need you to be a neurologist. It doesn't need you to be a scientist to fix. It's a deliberate thing. Nigeria doesn't have light. It's deliberate. Nigeria doesn't have good roads. Deliberate. So
poverty is spreading. It's deliberate. Corruption is spreading. It is deliberate.
All you need
everything
to
is
do
deliberate.
Is remove the bottleneck you people deliberately put there, and the place will work. Period. Now let me conclude by looking at Nigeria as like a physical wound. Somebody has a physical wound, for example. And a medication is to be applied on it. I am not a medical practitioner, but a common sense I have about it requires that for you to apply a fresh medication, you have to clean up the wound.
That's right.
And they remove all the debris and whatever that have, that it shouldn't be on the wound.
Exactly.
For you to apply
like every
fresh
particle, just everything that is you know, in any way on the wound until you apply a new. Yeah, I get that.
That is it. You cannot have the debris and all the rotten things on the wound and you're applying medication. It's not going to work.
No.
My brother, it's not going to work. Even the Bible said it. It says you cannot put an old wine in a new wine skin. There must be newness of everything.
Yes.
Getting Obi to put in Nigerian presidency, he cannot fix it because the truth of the matter is the problem of Nigeria is deliberate. And the more Nigeria continue the way it is now, some people keep on benefiting from it. You know, last time, there was a time I did mention to you about neo-colonists, and I thank God you dedicated one of your programs to talk about the neo-colonists. These neo-colonists, they and their colonial masters and however, they have structured Nigeria the way it benefits them. And my brother, anybody hoping that they will let go easily is just dreaming. They will not let go easily. They will not. So my conclusion today is this. Anybody that loves Nigeria will always want Nigeria to break up. I listened to one Fulani girl. I think she's a journalist, Ahmed or some Zainab or something. There's a journalist that always
Kaderia Ahmed or something, yeah?
Something like that. I saw one clip where he was discussing something with Ahmed, the other one, the other Fulani guy.
Right.
He said something I like. And that thing is this. If you love this country, you don't hold what you love so tight, otherwise you will end up breaking it. Let us conduct referendum. That's how you test all these things. If you say that IPOB doesn't have the number
to win a referendum, you go for it first.
Simple. Put it to vote. Everybody campaign. It's a matter of campaign. Scotland, where you live, they are still campaigning to go away from United Kingdom. Put it to vote. People will campaign. There are some Scottish people that we prefer to be in United Kingdom.
Yes.
Then whoever wins the day. There are some Yorubas today preferred Nigeria. There are some Igbo people that prefer Nigeria.
That's right.
So put it to vote. Anybody that takes the day, let that be the
And that can even be the beginning of a true nation building. When people say, if majority says they want to stay, then that means for those who want to stay, they can highlight their reasons for staying, right? That could be the beginning, but no, they don't want to try because you know what, right? It'd be like gamble where we say they themselves know that they know if you try them. People told me, they said, if they ask everybody to break up, even now why we vote to break away from Nigeria.
Even if they would have done it, it would have been long time ago. They know that they have messed the country up, that even Tinubu himself, even Peter Obi, if you are to put for a referendum, Tinubu will not vote for Nigeria. Peter Obi cannot vote for one Nigeria. They know the truth. They all know that this thing, none of them are going there to fix it. For example, I will just ask you one question. Peter Obi, I always maintain he's my brother, he's an Igbo man. But the question, when he begins to mention this nonsense, Anambra, Tinubu is mentioning what he did in Lagos. Obi is mentioning what he did in Anambra.
That's right.
My common question to Peter Obi, my brother, is this.
Right.
I don't want to argue whether you fix Anambra or you don't. My simple question is, one, Peter Obi, for 8 years, he was governor of Anambra.
That's right.
Can you now, as Peter Obi or your children, afford to go to any hospital in Anambra and get medical care? Not the one you built for your animals. Can
the
you,
answer
Peter
is
Obi,
no. I can answer that on their behalf.
go to Anambra Hospital, any hospital in Anambra, and obtain medical care? That is how you will justify to me that you, Peter Obi, you really developed Anambra. Can any of your children, I know that these children is staying in Nigeria. I don't know whether they study abroad or not.
Yeah,
but
they did study abroad, and one of them lives in the US as well. Yeah. Go on, Baba.
Yeah. Can you comfortably send those your children to that Anambra University and let them live comfortably without security, without security moving and around them. That is how you prove that you build the state. Don't stop telling me that nonsense. If you tell me you create an economy in Anambra, how many people in Anambra, at that time he was governor, how many people was lifted out of poverty, not the one you mounted? Look at this man telling us that he saved billions and billions of naira.
$500 million, he said.
You see all these people that pretend do like they are very, very good. My brother, be afraid of them. How can you be telling me you're 7 billion while the state has not developed to optimal position, but you are saving money? Do you know what he was preparing? It has been a long time he has been targeting this presidency nonsense he's applying for today.
Right.
That was when he was building his tentacle, building his whatever profile. Whenever that time comes, he will start saying, "Oh, when I was a governor, I saved this." What are you saving money for? People are languishing, dying.
What make your question, Ken? What makes your question a little bit of moment is that Ebeano came in. No, why did they say Ebeano? Obiano came in after him and he plundered everything, deep Anambra into debt. And people are now saying, if you had used the money to do this or do that, right? Obiano may not likely be able to sell them off or maybe ruin them, like you're asking right now.
That is it. How can you be saving money? Now, the money, you said it was misappropriated. But you that had the opportunity, how can you be saving money? Who are you saving the money for? Why don't you use that money, invest it in the state, build good hospitals, build good schools that at least, even if the succeeding government come and they didn't pay attention, at least they will still be there.
Yes.
Those schools will still be there. Good schools for that matter. You're coming to tell us you took Anambra from 10th position to number 1. So I don't care about that rubbish. I don't care about the figure and statistics coming out from whatever they are. The point is what we can see. Today,
what you are able to actually do
when you
have a chance.
Today is University of Anambra better than any other university in Nigeria. That is how you will prove to me that actually you did something so miraculous in that place.
But they said that for education part, right, it took Anambra from 28th position at this NECO, Wike or something. It took them to number 1 in Nigeria. A feat that nobody thought it could do.
Excuse
that's
me.
impactful, isn't it? Just mention,
No. I don't agree with. I don't believe in that statistics they are mentioning in Nigeria. Let's be factual here. I went to Nigerian high school, okay? As well yourself, you went to Nigerian high school.
Yeah.
So nobody should come and tell me the result of WAEC or NECO is the best way to justify that you have lifted the state. For example, let me give you my own self. I am a very miserable person when it comes to mathematics. The reason is because I hate mathematics with passion. I don't even like to go for the classes. I'm sorry. So if you give me a primary school mathematics now, or even, let's say, junior secondary school, I may not be able to solve it. Now, but I think I had A1 or A2 or B2 or whatever in mathematics. No, I have credit in mathematics. How did I make it? So if you want to justify as those that made it, I can't
those who made
justified because
A's
I
or
know how
B's
I
in
made
maths.
it. In the school where I wrote that WAEC, to be honest with you, the whole class, we contributed money and paid the math teacher. He brought some people. They solved the mathematics somewhere and brought
give you the answer
for us
to copy.
Copy it in our own paper. And I copied, I paid for it, and I got credit. What I needed was so let nobody deceive you with the WAEC figure and all that.
Ken, let me take another one. You know you and I.
Thank you, my brother.
You know you and I. We can be here all night. We've been here now for about 15 minutes. That's something that others are
Thank you so much,
I appreciate your time always. Okay, thank you very much for coming around. Okay, Here we go. Hello. Sorry, hang on. Let's wait for this to connect. Meanwhile, if you are still watching right there, you can please share this. I have over 2,000 of us on YouTube earlier. Now we've been at this 1,800 of us on YouTube. And I still have to tell my brethren why it is so important to show that they are not robots and they are real and they are watching my ego conveniently on their own device right now by just liking the video. How difficult is that? I'm going to try and find out. Please. Like a video now. Don't worry. I'll take another call. Hello there. Baba, your network is quite, I don't know. I'm still having an issue getting you connected. For some reason, your network is not up. I'm doing. Sorry about that. So yeah, if you haven't really liked this broadcast, you should. It won't cost you or take much of your time. If you ask me, try it. Just thumb up. Hi, thumb up. Hello there.
Hello, my
Hello, sir. How are you?
I'm thinking sort of about mobile development.
Oh yeah. Chekowale.
Baba Baonushi. Kowale, Baba.
I mean, Baba Koja Yarawa, Wambio, Anika Sotiwa, so always known you. Friday,
we can follow everything, but you understand.
Right.
We will push in law. Our other thing, what the platform is to share there. To share. Our HMO will be think on the link. Just come our prophet. Our prophet. Because the Badabalo church is the prophet from Mama from the Subum. We pay Koba location. Tell but I it of our pay $1,000. It is of our quarantine. We already bagging.
Some of the things, Timoman read Timoman so pé ṣé not really taking it back content about Mari ṣé imo pé no coming by me mo man gbàdúrà kó má rí bẹ́ẹ̀. Do you know that?
Now mo á fẹ́ máa dáhùn yẹn sí nǹkan. Ṣé wàá rí ní ìsìn nígbà tí ọ̀gbẹ́ni tó náà wọ́n discover pé wọ́n jí poko tí pé yẹn ò tí ò lọ mọ́. Ṣé wàá rí ìṣòwò tí pounds yẹn àti dollar yẹn ṣe wá fi sáré lọ òkè gan. Rí pé wà very coincident. Rí pé there is something fishy going on there. You understand? Things are just quickly, drastically. Show to me,
Baba, November last year. Baba, ma fi di December. Baba, fi di December. Ìfẹ́ ìgbọ́n tí máa wò ní ẹ̀pẹ́lẹ́ òde ẹlẹ́ ò nọ́mà mọ̀. Ṣé ní pé Mayegun ẹnu gbàtẹ́ tí ń sọ pé máa wọ 1,000 tó bá ti wọ 1,000 yẹn proper tó ti cross ẹ̀. Even ẹ̀yin fúnra ẹ̀gbọ́n máa fi wọ̀ pé ọmọ ẹlẹ́ òde nọ́mà mọ̀. Ẹ já sọ tọ́ fúnra wa o. Like you go feel am.
Video woman tí ó ń ṣe pé fáwọn tó wà lábúrò yẹn nípa ẹyẹkẹlọ ẹdí video ẹlẹkẹlọ interview that woman is so spot on for life with her life because there is a lot of them here like that. You understand?
Let's do some comparison, okay? To those who are in Nigeria, people like us, we have escaped from whatever thing. Like, even though we have not fully escaped, right? But to them, I don't they worry about no light anymore, no hospital, no road, no job, no this, no that. So whatever you are facing there, you know that if you put effort, there is a reward for it. You go get them. So how can you then be abroad, after escaping all of this, Baba, and you are doing poster? You are sending money that they should promote Tifnumbu, they should promote Atifko. How can you be that kind of cold-hearted? Like, now. And you don't have any intention of going back there. Most of the people who promote them, Baba, they have no intention of going back there. Some of them are working to get their friends out of Nigeria, get their families out of Nigeria, get everybody they can get out. But they want Nigeria to remain like that. About witchcraft, see you get.
You know, you see what Latin boom am I wale. Only my start boom to one shele. Because somebody
one chance, yeah, one chance, yeah.
Everybody down with the word to support. But it's only more money, more so.
You know what's in talk, Baba? Only before APC convention. Only confidence pe ton ba gba ticket APC yen ton ba ra. Ko to di ago mẹ́rin ni on the 25th of February to fẹ́ election yen. Wọ́n ti declare òun winner. Yẹn ni kọ́kọ́ because ngba yẹn ma go ngba yẹn o ohun Atiku ló ń rò pé wọ́n ma jẹ ó ti sọ ti pẹ́sẹ̀ ohun Atiku làwọn ló ma hand se Atiku ló ma gba kíni PDP òun ló ma gba APC but torí gbogbo wàhálà tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ní APC ngba yẹn ó pé tó ń bá padà gbà o kó tó di 4 o'clock ní February 25 yẹn wọ́n ti declare òun wọn kò ní díjọ́ kejì ṣùgbọ́n after tó gba ticket yẹn tí gbogbo rògbòdìyàn yẹn àti bóyá shock everybody tó gba ticket yẹn yẹ ẹ mọ̀ tó ń sọ títí Obi tuntun wá lọ dá Obi sílẹ̀ tátí kò ti pín sí méjì wọ́n ló ń sọ sí pé nǹkan táwọn máa ṣe before 12 o'clock ní ọjọ́ election àwọn èèyàn ti give up wọ́n ti sọ pé Tinubu ti win because kó tó dìgbà yẹn gbogbo àwọn tẹ̀rù kan fẹ́ wá wọ́n fẹ́ kóra jọ tó fẹ́ fight APC yẹn òun á ti neutralize wọn behind the scene èèyàn kàn máa rí pé paper tiger ni wọ́n ní they can only back they can bite.
Wọ́n ti conclude everything sílẹ̀.
ṣé ń wá ìnáwó ọmọ obedient yẹn bí pé ṣe ti ní plan B ṣá ṣe ní plan B ṣá àbí tó bá ti jí tear gas báyìí bọ́dì máa rọ́ lùgbó àbẹ́ kan ha ẹbí àbí nǹkan ni because as e be so bàbá kò sí kọ́kọ́rọ́ ibi nǹkan tó múlẹ̀ o.
ṣé àwọn obedient yẹn àwọn like movement wọn ní láti lọ kan rí pò sọ́kọ̀ kan rí group kan rí strategize.
ṣé nìyẹn ju February lọ ó yẹ kán lọ kọ sílẹ̀.
should anything because they are very, very needed. They are highly needed because their movement, you haven't had that kind of a movement for a very, very long time in Nigeria. You understand? Should anything. So we need them to regroup and re-energize themselves.
And possibly what they are up against.
Because they are going to get hot and we need them to get hot and react. You understand? It is highly needed because what is going on in that country at the moment, nobody can control it apart from God. And God is doing his job at the moment. You can see things are happening drastically. Things are changing. You understand? By the time we all know it, seeing a lot of
something where you can talk freely like this, Baba Adeboye knows more. You know, if he try because if he talk, he go rope himself. And guess what? We go use him for breaking news here. Something don't happen. They don't lock the church. You go be like, oh man, that be film ni. Look everybody. It is well. Thank you so much.
It's nice to talk to you again.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you very much.
Nice one. Nice one. Meanwhile, I have another person on the line. Hopefully, this is. I think it is. Hello there.
Yeah, hi. This is Wale.
Very well. Sorry,
from London.
Sorry, your name?
Wale from London.
Wale from London. I do say Walex, so Wale, I know that. So I'll say Walex. So how are you, Baba?
Yeah, Walex. I'm good. So what's going on? Actually, I've been watching this program for a while.
Go on.
Yeah, I've been watching the program for quite a while now. And, I should say you're doing great. You know, I mean, like, it's just like you it's just like you speak what's on my mind. You know, like, I've been in Europe since the 90s. You know, but
wow.
I mean, like, I've always like planned to go.
All the time. We say they work out, they go and all that. They see all these things, right? And most of the time, you probably just feel like, it's better to buy now. Now that you know how no better,
I am telling you,
never be. It breaks out to Baba. One break out to meet when you're being real. Check no.
What is terrible? How broken I am. Yeah, Baba. I'm telling you, I'm really, really broken because in my 50s, I mean, like, going to 60. I mean, like, it's terrible. Montreal actually, at some point, he can't reinvest because of the love, you know. Like, the way means say, I'm a nationalist. Like,
bless you.
Because the people need a revolution of the heart, you know, like revolution of the mind. Like the mindset needs to be the mind, you know. Sherry church is must on lawyer. Boju olorode, you understand? I want you to manage. I want to you are the people at the grassroots. And what if he ignorant? What if he finish out? What if that you go time Babangida and because the last time I went home, you understand? And until
you have to do,
I'm telling you, until you open the people's mind eye, like man will be because revolution
exactly.
You know, like when China
like me and you talking right now, our minds have been revolutionized. Somehow we know better. Now it will get to a stage here that if you see more people like yourself, I'm talking about thousands of people like yourself who have the same mind, and you'll be energized to break down every wall that's standing as a barrier.
Break down
so
the
it starts
wall.
from here. If the mind is really well informed,
and
the mind is sort of alive to question every lie. At some point they will have had enough. And like you said, before it goes physical, you should start from here first.
From the mind.
It should start from the mind first.
And then one man and Africans are too afraid to die. That's
we just struggle to get there. They show us shaking, show us pepper. Somehow, some of us, some of us manage to escape, right? Now, because we escaped, do you know why we escaped, sir? We escaped because even in our lowest of the low, in our lives, right?
Sure.
You see all these pastors, all these mosques, and they were there to remind you that you can still make it. Wale, you need to work hard. God told me that you are going to end up in Europe, and you're going to be one of the greatest. Somehow, your mind says,
they keep you going.
Wale, you need to keep going. You need to do everything until you end up in Europe.
Right.
Then somehow you got a visa. Oh my God, I'm going to Europe. The prophecy is coming to pass. I need to be careful now. I really need to be careful now. But it is what it is. That's why we don't let the generation coming after us be fed the same lie. Maybe we can save them from that docility, and all that stuff. Like you said, information is life, Baba. If the mind is not informed,
I am telling you,
no matter
it's not informed. It ought to have been a very beautiful. Oh, yeah, a very beautiful country. I mean, I know the skill set that I have. I mean, when I was there, I know what I was doing. And all these things. Full of contribute. But Timari and what to get in hate Agbada Fila. It just looks like corruption to me. I swear down.
Like
I mean, I don't know.
You want to show off how you know what I mean, like big man.
Like that 1,500. And they don't like. They can like knowledge, because a knowledgeable person it's dangerous to them.
No, it's a threat.
Necessarily. And the thing is, no. They say, if you sleep with a dog, the cat leeches. In the 70s, and grow. I only self, only dignity.
You know, I've said it on this program. I said it is true that in Yoruba land, we are so respectful.
Sure.
We are so respectful, no doubt.
Yeah, of course.
But when we're growing up, they also told us that your name is the most valuable thing, okay?
Right.
You must protect it. Now, if anything happened to it, even if you are a rich man, people will have to be very careful in associating. They won't associate with you if you are a smuggler, if you are an armed robber, even if you are rich.
You are labeled. What is label any?
People will stay away from you. Mama Safu anyway. Ele cocaine. Now cocaine man ma be ngbe. Ba be ma pẹ̀lú àwọn tó ń pè ní fire wọ́n gbà yẹn. Now not just so pé people are not proud to associate with, but today, oh my God, I only want to make a loss for Nigerians.
Okay, bí àwọn youth change in the south. Ṣé mo pé ìbọn nothing Harlem or nothing. Tí o bá ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ ni EndSARS here could have culminated to something.
Oh, you are talking about the government unleashing weapon on them. Okay.
The government, unleashing fire on them. Ewa will not. All the youth. Because what is someone the zombie there? Agitation. Northern politicians. He didn't be one going to want people. I want this effing Southerner.
That we have freedom in the South. That's what they said.
And that's why don't change decimate education country. What one more. Because one will education in here to man and I think they like Boko Haram, no matter what you tell me, because Boko Haram is really stopping all these things in their track. So Boko crime law. I mean, the last time you want to go, Boko Haram uncle give me money.
You know that I don't know if you have known.
Of course, now.
You see all these out of school children in Nigeria. Nigeria has 21 million out of school children. Right?
Million, I heard so.
Want to put this out and see, in 20 years time, I don't even know if I survive. You might survive and let you bow.
Another one. Another one. Timothy in our pensioners. Another one. Timothy in our pension. Àti àwọn mama wọ́n ṣe nǹkan jẹ nínú lítà bí mo ní yé pa. Is this Lagos? Àyàmíjá mo wà ní island. I was in the traffic. Mo kàn rí àwọn èèyàn wọ́n ti wà mentally dented. Ó dàbí wọ́n ti ní mental kìíní. Wọ́n ti wà mentally deranged. Nǹkan tí mi ti rí while growing up. I was so depressed. I mean, like, thank you, me
that stayed here. I think the first time I went back to Nigeria was probably after 4 years or 5 years I left, right? Despite the fact that I reported a lot about Nigeria, okay? Do you know that when I got back to Nigeria, and then, we were in a car, and we're living in Oregun, Ikeja, all those areas.
I know Oregun,
You know, then we got to we joined and we got to the Lagos Ibadan Expressway going to Beg all those areas.
Oh my God.
If you see me, mom, shake man. Why did I see that? Like for
you
know, something they happen to you. Something they happen to you. And you they ask yourself, why shame on Mama Baisha? No be today now.
What is Jojo, man? Oh, you're not but you're not listen, let me tell you.
Right.
Oh, for a very long time now. Look, an accident happened. An accident
right.
One someone girlfriend minile accident here would be you cross one careless driver on agba wa shubu bam o da nko sese gan Kinto more, Kinto Kato wo buy, Ejeyo, and Kato wo buy about 5 ambulances a day. What cordon Ibenye off me?
Straight up.
What cordon Ibenye? I mean, what cordon? Could you marry? Could you marry?
Let me marry by. Cover.
I am telling you. And it was lead you. It was lead you. One big chopper come by. What is the Ari? Cordon Ibenye off. Oh, just boss by there. Come on.
Yeah.
Chopper and by mo park what mo on. Wow, balẹ̀ sí ibi center táwọn èèyàn wọ́n cordon gbogbo ibẹ̀. Òtẹ́ni tó lè débẹ̀ mọ́. Wọ́n ti sáré fix ọ̀gbẹ́ni ẹ̀, wọ́n ti fix ọ̀run ẹ̀, wọ́n ti gbé within 15 minutes wọ́n ti mú ọ̀run ẹ̀, wọ́n ti kíní tó máa fi ń support ẹ̀, wọ́n ti ṣe ìgbà tí tó máa fi yọ kíní ẹ̀ díẹ̀ tí mo máa fi rí díẹ̀ báyìí wọ́n ti ṣe a lot of things lára ẹ̀, wọ́n ti gbé drinks, wọ́n ti sátẹ̀lé gbogbo, wọ́n ti gbé sínú chopper yẹn báyìí, chopper yẹn ti take, ó ti lift up, ó ti launch ẹ̀. I mean, man, ìgbà tí mo rí ilẹ̀lẹ̀ ó dàbí orí ẹ̀ ó dàbí skull ẹ̀ fọ́. But I'm sure pé man yẹn ti máa survive, but ó máa ní very bóyá ó lè wà.
Bóyá ó ní survival chance of maybe 20-30%. So they want to give it a shot. They can't wait. Go take longer.
They can't wait.
Like you said, only survive.
Yeah. One of the family leko. One of the on the way that you know my your phone. Oh, we feel me.
Oh, my record them. Jesus. Jesus. Oh, Heavenly Father, don't let me die this year. Only Jesus is remaining of this December. This Ember month. Nigeria, they have special prayer for Ember month. Yeah, Ember month.
One year. Yeah. They are terrible.
Semantics, you know one thing, Wallace. You know something there? Semantics watching us right now. They are going to probably, if they had a chance, they would just give me and you some echo. And say, shall I live in shady? Could you say about my D? What do you mean? Okay, I'm in my only do one meru law. You know that,
ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ tí ìyá ti di mẹ́rù lọ ní Èkó. Ó yìí pé kí December má di àwọn mẹ́rù lọ. I mean, it's so terrible. It's so terrible. Wọ́n ti rack àwọn èèyàn sí tọ́nà.
We deserve better. And if people don't see that they deserve better, they will never demand for better. So even if you tell them,
they will never demand
it. So maybe we can keep talking, as they say, until they feel they deserve better and demand for it. Baba?
I'm telling you.
Wallace,
Thank you very much. I mean, like,
okay, you have a good one, Baba.
Keep doing what you keep doing what you're doing. Yeah, don't stop. Like, I give it a thumb up every time, and I live in London anyway. So I mean, like, I used to be in Germany, London, so many years ago. I'm a German citizen. I now live in
European. Now people like us, we escape from Nigeria. People like yourself, now not travel. So we'll go talk about that one later. So let me take another call.
No worries.
So if you see anyone who has been to different countries, especially in Europe, then they finally come down to the UK. I don't compare myself with them. Now them travel. But me, I escape. But we'll talk about that one the other day. Hello there.
Hello, sir.
How are you?
I'm doing very well, my brother. My ego.
Great to
this is the African Wahala.
Oh, yeah, now. Africa Wahala. I don't see your hand, Tete.
Yes, sir, my friend.
Thank you.
No, Baba, I got to show you support.
No, I love it.
The reason I called is to contribute to the viewership, the YouTube algorithm of this video in such a way that if we like this video in mass, it'll keep the video within the viewership of the audience. More people will be recommended the video. Yes. So if the audience can please do us a favor, right now we have 700 and something likes. Let's make it up to 1,000. We can do it.
That can push the recommendation. That's why I encourage it. But it seems that some of our audience in the temple, they mostly just watch in the comfort of their bed and they just want to turn it on and say, what time is it? 8:05. me changes Mayegun John to your long. Then once they change the channel, they take away the remote control. That's what I think. Because I can't explain how we get over 2,000 people. But we kind of struggle to get 1,000 of them to say, I was here, I'm here. And, you know, I just can't use half of our broadcast to tell them to do that.
In my opinion, even if someone comes on the because you are upset that Mayegun abusing your Lord and Savior, Chief Nobu and Saint Obi and all those artists, no problem. If you click on the dislike, it's still an engagement. It shows that it's real people that are watching the video, and it shows up on the algorithm of YouTube. So please click on the like button. Please, my people, let's bring it up to 1,000. That's all I call for.
I told you, you and I should run a show. I promised you one.
We should, bro.
I wasn't so available, but when I was, you weren't. I think we should have a show together. People don't know.
Please, brother, we should. I will be honorable.
You know what I mean? Like, they don't know what this body or embodiment of, you know, everything that you are. And I would love to show the world that. You know what I mean? So, Africa Wahala. That's so good. So
thank you so much, my brother.
Thank you, too.
Yes, thank you so much. And blessings to everybody.
They are hearing. And same to you. And say me well to our people in Canada as well, Baba. Keep it safe. And keep
no wahala, bro. No wahala.
Bless you. Now that's African Wahala. Forget the Wahala that is in part of that name. The Wahala is for those who have kept Africans, right, as slaves, even though they are Africans themselves. And he said, I am the African Wahala, the Wahala for those who have used Wahala to torment us all our lives. So I like him. I quite do. He's a member of the Diaspora Radio International Presenters and all that from Canada. One of those who actually responded to that call. And not just responded, they make, you know, real his own commitment. I respect him. And African Wahala, Baba, thank you so much for everything. Now, I am going to call it a night now. Our time is so up. I've spent it well, and I believe you have spent yours well as well. Whatever it is, you can watch this all over again, okay? I may not be so good in, you know, sort of sugarcoating things that will sound the way you want them to sound to you. I may be too blunt, which I am. But let me tell you this, I mean well. And if you want to say, if you have to say what I have seen, the way, in your own way, so to say, you realize that being honest means you have to like say it exactly the way it should be, not sugarcoating or pretending that, you know, because you don't want to offend people. But with time, right? Those who are sugarcoating it, those who are giving you false hope, redirecting your mind in a way to make you feel like you are going mad for thinking too fast, they will eventually confess themselves. They will come down to your level. And at that time, you probably, not just be surprised, right? You should probably more energized. I'll use that word, energized, to free yourself rather than join them again in renewing the certificate of slavery that these guys continue to bring for you to sign every 4 years. You can stop it. If Baba God say no election, or you know the answer or the pick call, what does that mean? It means there's not going to be any election anywhere other than charade. If they ever conduct one, you can stop them. You can end them. But do you really want to? Don't worry. Nigeria will make you want it. So thank you very much for your time. I'm going to see you some other time. Enjoy the rest of your evening. And like African Wahala said, like this video. Okay? Like it before you go. Share it. And if you can subscribe as well, please do. And I will see you some other time. So good night from here.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun Diary, Mayegun number 1. mọ̀ tó jódodo.
Máyégún Diary Naira number one.
Máyégún ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ará ìlú.
Máyégún Diary Naira number one.
Lórí Facebook lórí YouTube.
Máyégún Diary Naira number one.
Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Máyégún já wa sí.
Máyégún Diary Naira number one.
Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o.
Máyégún Diary Naira number one.
Bó bá ṣe eré àní Máyégún máa wí.
Máyégún Diary Naira number one.
Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o.
Máyégún Diary Naira number one.
Máyégún Diary politico.
Máyégún Diary Naira number one.
Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Máyégún.
Máyégún Diary Naira number one.
Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o.
Máyégún Diary Naira number one.
Àní Máyégún làwa mọ̀ tó jódodo.
Máyégún Diary Naira number one.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé. Máyégún ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Lórí Facebook.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Lórí YouTube.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Bí pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Bí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o, Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀, Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Kì máa yí ṣe eré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣe eré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o, ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Tẹnitẹni ọmọ Máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni. mo fọlọ́run ṣọ́ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. èèpo ọ̀bọ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti jọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ bùyà àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán wò á kàmù máyé ń ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lúwẹ̀ túnra kì Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lúwẹ̀ túnra kì o ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lúwẹ̀ túnra kì Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lúwẹ̀ túnra kì ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.